Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling like your ideas were overlooked or brushed aside? Imagine this: you're in a meeting, you share a brilliant idea, but it barely gets acknowledged. Later, someone else repeats it, and suddenly everyone acts like it's groundbreaking. Frustrating, right? We've all been there, feeling undervalued and questioning our self-worth. But what if I told you that the wisdom of ancient Stoicism holds the key to unlocking your true value? In this video, we're diving deep into 13 signs you might be undervaluing yourself without even realizing it, and how Stoic principles can help you recognize and reclaim your worth. Stay with us until the end, because you might discover that the power to transform how you see yourself lies within reach. Get ready to embark on a journey that could change your perspective and boost your self-confidence in ways you never imagined. The first practice in understanding self-worth from a Stoic perspective involves examining how our minds perceive our value. According to Stoicism, self-worth is intrinsic and not dependent on external validation. Imagine the wise philosopher Epictetus, once a slave who rose to become a revered teacher. Despite his harsh conditions, Epictetus maintained that true value comes from within, rooted in character and virtue, rather than our circumstances or others' opinions. Picture another Stoic philosopher, Marcus Aurelius, who, despite being a powerful Roman emperor, constantly reminded himself that his worth was not determined by his rank or wealth, but by his actions and mindset. By reflecting on these stories, we learn that self-worth is about aligning our actions with our values and virtues, not about seeking approval from others. It's about recognizing that how we measure our worth should come from within, acknowledging our unique strengths and capabilities. So, take a moment to ask yourself, are you letting external factors dictate your value, or are you embracing the Stoic belief that your true worth is inherent and unwavering? Understanding this is the first step toward reclaiming your self-worth through Stoic wisdom. The second practice in understanding self-worth through Stoicism involves identifying the subtle signs that you might be undervaluing yourself. So let's dive into the first few signs and see how they might be manifesting in your life. The first sign is frequently apologizing. Have you ever caught yourself saying sorry for things beyond your control? This habit often stems from a deep-seated belief that you're somehow a burden to others. The Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "A clear conscience never fears midnight knocking." This means that when your actions are aligned with virtue, there's no need to apologize excessively. Reflecting on this can help you recognize that your worth isn't diminished by minor mishaps. Next, constantly seeking reassurance is another sign. If you often look to others for validation, it's a clue that you might not trust your own judgment. Epictetus taught, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. This highlights the importance of self-reliance and trusting your inner wisdom. Remember, your opinion about yourself is the one that truly matters. Moving on to the third sign, downplaying your achievements. If you tend to minimize your successes, telling yourself they're no big deal, this could indicate that you're not giving yourself enough credit. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Think not so much of what you lack as of what you have." This encourages us to appreciate our accomplishments and recognize our growth. Now let's consider the fourth sign, avoiding challenges due to fear of failure. If you shy away from new opportunities because you're afraid you won't succeed, you might be undermining your potential. Stoics believe that failure is a stepping stone to growth. As Seneca wisely noted, difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Facing challenges head-on with a Stoic mindset can transform your perspective on failure and help you see it as a valuable part of the journey. Lastly, for this segment, we'll discuss the fifth sign, feeling uncomfortable receiving compliments. If praise makes you squirm, it might be because you don't believe you deserve it. Remember, accepting compliments graciously is an acknowledgement of your efforts and value. As we continue exploring these signs, keep in mind that recognizing them is the first step towards changing your narrative and reclaiming your inherent worth through the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Stay tuned for more insights that can empower you to see your true value. The impact of undervaluing yourself can be far-reaching, affecting both your emotional well-being and practical life. Let's start with the emotional consequences. When you consistently undervalue yourself, it's like constantly picking at a wound that never gets a chance to heal. You might find yourself feeling anxious or depressed, questioning your abilities and doubting your decisions. This constant self-doubt can lead to a pervasive sense of insecurity. Think about it like this. Imagine wearing shoes that are too tight. At first, it's just uncomfortable, but over time, it starts to affect the way you walk, how you feel, and even your mood. In the same way, undervaluing yourself constrains your emotional freedom, making it hard to move forward confidently in life. Now, let's look at the practical consequences. When you don't see your true value, you might settle for less than what you deserve, whether it's in your career, relationships, or personal goals. You could end up staying in a job that doesn't fulfill you or accepting treatment from others that isn't respectful. Picture this: you're at a buffet with an incredible array of dishes, but because you don't believe you deserve the best, you keep going back for the plain salad, leaving all the gourmet options untouched. It's not just about missing out on the good stuff. It's about not recognizing that you deserve the good stuff in the first place. A humorous anecdote to illustrate this. Remember the time you were asked to lead a team project, but you declined because you thought you weren't experienced enough, only to see it later managed by someone with even less experience than you. It's like refusing to drive a Ferrari because you think you're only qualified to ride a bicycle, only to see someone else take the wheel confidently and drive off. Moreover, undervaluing yourself can hold you back from taking necessary risks. When you don't trust your own value, you might avoid stepping out of your comfort zone, missing opportunities for growth and success. Think about the Stoic belief in embracing challenges as a path to self-improvement. If you avoid these challenges due to self-doubt, you're essentially denying yourself the chance to grow stronger and wiser. It's like refusing to lift heavier weights at the gym because you're afraid you can't handle them, consequently never building the muscle you're capable of. In both emotional and practical realms, undervaluing yourself can create a vicious cycle of negative self-perception and missed opportunities. Recognizing and addressing these patterns is crucial for breaking free and living a life that truly reflects your worth. As we continue this journey, keep reflecting on these impacts and how Stoic principles can help you shift your mindset, fostering a stronger sense of self-worth. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into more signs and strategies to overcome undervaluing yourself and embrace your inherent value with the wisdom of Stoicism. The next practice focuses on how Stoicism can help us recognize and correct the habit of undervaluing ourselves. Let's dive into some practical Stoic techniques that can guide us in reshaping our self-perception. The first technique is the Stoic exercise of negative visualization. This involves imagining the loss of things we value to appreciate them more deeply. Apply this to yourself. Picture a day without your unique skills and qualities. How would your life be impacted? By doing this, you start to see the inherent value you bring to your own life and those around you. Another powerful Stoic tool is the use of daily journaling. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, used personal reflections to remind himself of his principles and self-worth. Take a few moments each day to write down your thoughts, focusing on your achievements, strengths, and how you lived in accordance with your values. This practice helps solidify your understanding of your intrinsic worth. Next, let's try a quick self-assessment exercise. Think about a recent situation where you felt undervalued. Reflect on your role and actions in that scenario. Was there something you did that demonstrated integrity, courage, or wisdom? Write it down and acknowledge the positive attributes you displayed, understanding that your worth is tied to your virtues and not others' recognition is a fundamental Stoic principle. Another technique is to practice self-affirmation. This involves daily affirmations that reinforce your value and virtues. For instance, you can start your day by saying, "I am worthy. My value comes from my character and virtues, not from external validation." Repeating such affirmations can gradually shift your mindset and help you internalize your true worth. Lastly, embrace the Stoic concept of amor fati, which means love of fate. Accepting and loving your life as it is, including the challenges and setbacks, helps you see that every experience contributes to your growth and value. Reflect on past difficulties and identify how they have shaped you positively. This acceptance can reinforce the idea that your worth is not diminished by hardships but rather enhanced by how you navigate them. As we continue to explore Stoic principles, remember that these practices are tools to help you recognize and reclaim your inherent value. Engaging with them regularly can transform how you see yourself, paving the way towards a more confident and self-assured you. Stay with us for more insights and techniques to deepen your understanding of self-worth through the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. In summary, understanding and reclaiming your self-worth through Stoic principles involves several key practices. First, recognize that your value is intrinsic and not dependent on external validation, as illustrated by the lives of Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius. Identify subtle signs of undervaluing yourself, such as apologizing frequently, seeking constant reassurance, downplaying your achievements, avoiding challenges due to fear of failure, and feeling uncomfortable receiving compliments. Reflect on the emotional and practical consequences of undervaluing yourself, which can lead to anxiety, depression, and missed opportunities. Employ practical Stoic techniques such as negative visualization, daily journaling, self-assessment, self-affirmation, and amor fati to reshape your self-perception and reinforce your intrinsic worth. Remember the wisdom of Seneca, who said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." This timeless advice reminds us to focus on our current actions and virtues rather than seeking external approval. As you embark on this journey of self-discovery and empowerment, I encourage you to apply these Stoic principles in your daily life. By doing so, you can cultivate a stronger sense of self-worth and live a life aligned with your true values. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insights on Stoicism and self-improvement. Hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest content. Thank you for watching, and remember, your worth is inherent and unwavering.